Hey y'all, some of you may know me, but for those who don't, my name is Lucas Steele. And the topic I'm going to be talking about is distracted driving. Um, we all are unaware or are aware that distracted driving is a serious danger, not only in our community, but in the United States as a whole. We have seen local news stories about dangers and what it will do, and we also see that it's a big problem during like construction zones, but also when state troopers have to make their end of the month quotas. But we've been taught in school that distracted driving has its consequences, and we see that, like I said, with the news stories that it costs lives, and um, I'm here to show that the statistics and whatnot from it are very, very high, and what it actually looks like instead of having the surface of it brushed. So, what is distracted driving? Distracted driving is any activity that diverts attention from driving, including talking or texting on your phone, eating or drinking, talking to people in your vehicle, fiddling with the stereo, entertainment system, navigation system, anything that takes your attention away from the task of driving safe. So going on with that, we're going to talk about there's three types of ways where one's distracted while driving. So the first one is visual. So when you think visual, think of eyes. So say you're looking at a tree while you're driving. You stare at it for a while. You take your eyes 5 seconds off the road, you're traveling about the distance of a football field. So manual is obviously the hands. So that's like playing around with your stereo, navigation system, mirrors, glasses, makeup, or whatnot. Cognitive, think of your mind. So say you're thinking of something, and you keep thinking of it, and you're like daydreaming. That would be the cognitive part of the distractive driving. So going to statistics, when you send a text, your eyes are off the road for about 5 seconds. Like I said, that's about going the same distance as a football field going at 55 miles per hour. At any moment during the daylight hours of 2017, about 481,000 drivers are handling cell phones or other electronic devices while in the United States. And then another statistic is you're 3 times more likely to get in an accident when distracted by a cell phone while driving. Obviously, we think that's obviously true because of all the news stories that we see and whatnot, and obviously we're told not to text and drive. But the question is, who's more likely to be distracted while driving? And the answer is people our age. So drivers under the age of 20 have the highest proportion of distraction-related fatal crashes. So, because we're the ones that are most likely to text while drive, even if we have teachers, parents say, "Hey, don't text and drive. It's dangerous. Don't do it." Well, most of us still do it. But as we know, with like legislation in New York, what we have is the no text and drive. And my attempts to contact the Prevention Council in Saratoga were unsuccessful. I didn't get any response, but I did look up the laws and whatnot. We do have the no text and drive. That we also have the stop distracted driving pledge. I know I did it in school, but it is in New York against the law to use a handheld mobile device, texting and driving, while driving in New York, and that was last updated back in 2019, so very recent. And one of the victim services that one can use is the National Safety Council that has stories that one can read about the advocates that one can contact, even if they're ever in a situation like this. If you're here for a friend, you can use that. If you're here for yourself, you can use that. If you're here for a family member, um, it's a great resource. Um, Going on with the organizations, the National Safety Council is one of them. NHTSA is one of them. The AAA is a big one. They have their help. I know there's a AAA in Saratoga. You can go to if you have any questions, or you can go online. All these, you can go online. Saratoga Prevention Council is also one of them as well. So they're all big sources. But if you also need someone to talk to, just contact a friend or a professor, or go to one of these. So in all, as we see, distracted driving is not a joke, obviously. And there is local legislation and advocacy groups around here that will help you if you have any questions, concerns, or need someone to talk to. If you are a victim, one of your friends or family members are a victim, or you just need someone to lean a shoulder on, because obviously distracted driving, we've seen people lose their lives. They don't live their life to the fullest,